Faithfulness is not just being successful, but being loyal and obedient to the one we trust. Clarence Jordan was the founder of the Koinonia Farm. He established a community for the poor in and around the farm. But not everyone in town liked it. So they tried different methods to stop him. They tried boycotting him. Sometimes they created obstacles for the workers to come to the farm. And finally, they tried to get rid of him completely. They came with guns and torches one night to set it on fire. They chased off all the families and destroyed Clarence's home. The next day, a reporter came to see what remained in the farm. He found Clarence in the farm, digging and planting, even amidst the rubbles in the scorched land, instead of leaving the farm and going elsewhere. The reporter kept asking questions, but Clarence continued to do his work. So finally, the reporter asked him in a loud voice, "Dr. Clarence, you have 2 PhDs and you have put in 14 years of hard work into this farm, and now there is nothing left at all. How successful do you think you have been?" Clarence stopped his work, looked up to him and said, "I have been as successful as the cross. You may not understand me. What we are here for is not success, but faithfulness. We will continue to remain here and work. Have a good day." From that day, they rebuilt the farm, and it grew stronger and stronger from that day. Faithfulness is not just being successful, but being loyal and obedient to the one we trust. Faith is a gift from God. Faithfulness is our response to our faith. It is what we do with our faith. We put our trust in Jesus. We also have to be faithful to Him. In the Gospel according to St. Luke chapter 12 verse 43, Jesus said, "Blessed is the slave whom his master will find at work when he arrives." Jesus uses the master thief parable in chapter 12 to warn us to be always faithful and vigilant, so that the thief, the devil, would not conquer us with his temptations. He also uses the master servant parable to remind us always to do the will of God by always being faithful to His commandments. The book of Wisdom also speaks about the faith-filled preparedness of the ancient Hebrew slaves in Egypt before their mass exodus to the promised land. Their trusting faith in God's promises gave them hope. In the book of Wisdom, chapter 18, verse 9, we read, "For in secret the holy children of good people offered sacrifices, and with one accord agreed to the divine law." The letter to the Hebrews presents Abraham as a model of faith and faithfulness. In the letter to the Hebrews, chapter 11, verse 9, we read, "By faith he stayed for a long time in the land that he had been promised." Faith is the assurance of things hoped for and the conviction of things not seen. So to remain faithful would mean to believe that you are under God's loving, watchful care even amidst adversities. But as humans, we tend to doubt in the presence of a good God when evil things happen to you. That is the time we say, "I need God to give me more faith." We have the gift of faith. All that we need to do is to be faithful. Let us show our faith by stepping out and relying on His strength, not our own. That is faithfulness. Let us proclaim with the psalmist, "Happy the people the Lord has chosen as His own."